And welcome back to 59 Minutes. My name is Levi Kones. We are discussing the political happenings of the week, and we with Pan-African Forum Chairman Dr. David MATSANGA, who is joining us from the United Kingdom, all the way in London, England. Must be a very, very chilly morning out there. Daktari?
Yes.
Yes? I am trying to hear you a bit better.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
We are back. So now, Dr. Picking up from where we left, let's just get right into it. We talked about, you know, those the expectations of the masses in terms of, because one of the MPs said that all politics is local, that the local people will hold him to account and say, hey, you did not give us, you didn't vote for the constituencies we would have wanted, and, you know, didn't give us more representation. When we talk about in terms of...
Speak louder.
Yes, I'm saying that, you know...
I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Daktari?
Yes.
Right. I'm saying let's pick it up from where we left it at. You know, where we left it at the point when we were talking about how some of the gentlemen from the wing allied to what they call Tanga went, sort of voted, and then they voted... yes for the bill, but then said, that wing did not expressly say that they did not want the BBI. Do you feel like they gave us mixed signals in terms of what they want? Are they anti or pro, or are we here to see that when we go on the field now for, for civic education once the Senate is done with the bill?
It is very clear that these people will however much you struggle to climb a mountain, when it is slippery, you will not reach the top. So the best thing is to use another way of getting other ways of reaching the mountain, either by playing on the top, or you look at it and keep quiet. The voting pattern, it doesn't matter. There's nobody who is going to keep quiet and say, vote against an amendment that is bringing money down to the ward, that is removing poverty from the ward, the parish, in any country. That's impossible. 2, Ruto's group of Tanga. These people want money from Ruto. They know he has it, and he gives it to them. They will eat it until on that day, he will cry tears, because there will be nobody. None of those MPs, I tell you, from North Mount Kenya will come back today, will ever see Parliament. You will see, you are here and I'm here. 22 is very near, God willing. We shall come back to this studio. I will tell you, I told you. So if you are thinking of those MPs as your supporters, you are wasting your time. Ruto should embrace unity, diversity, and come back, respect the president, respect the man who is ruling, governing the country, instead of going around besmirching, belittling the president, and doing things that annoy everybody, every friend of the president. We are annoyed. Some of us are not happy with what he does. When these MPs go and insult the president in front of the Jupiter president, who does not reprimand them, and instead he laughs. You have seen him laugh in the meetings when they are talking about the president. You think everybody is happy? No. These guys are eating his money. Hallelujah, he has plenty. At least I've never gone there to ask for one, and I will never go there to ask. But I tried to tell him, let him do the service he did, like now he's a real father. You know, for me, I've given out 4 daughters, and I am a real grandpa with 10 grandchildren. I'm happy. So let him go back and think about the family. But thinking about the politics every day, he will have the tears and the tears.
Yeah, Daktari, so...
The first day...
So yes. After this thing goes to the Senate, and then goes to the people. Are we expecting a referendum
It's good.
soon?
It's good you have talked
year?
about the Senate.
You know, right now, there's one big problem that I think we are not talking about.
It's good you are talking about the Senate.
All the plans are being made. The plans are being made for a referendum, but the IEBC is still not completely constituted. We still need some commissioners in there. The IEBC has still not made any changes to its constitution to be able to, in terms of the way it's running its things, to be able to give people the credibility that it will be able to run a free and fair election. It's still the same IEBC that part of the people who are in BBI, Raila Odinga and, and his people, said that this particular IEBC was not one they could trust to go with to a second election. Why would it be the one to run again a referendum, Dr.?
I think the government and the parliament and the executive is trying to fill the. You are aware that there is a recruitment exercise going on now to fill up the posts in the IEBC of the people who departed, who left IEBC. So that is not a problem. But they are still within the time frame of holding a referendum. That is all.
What about confidence of the people in the system?
Well, yes, if people have no confidence, then they will tell Chebukati to go. But if I was a Kenyan, I would not allow Chebukati to touch my vote. Yes, I would not accept for Chebukati to touch my vote, because he will bring more violence in 2022. Thank you.
I've heard you. One more thing. Now, let's talk about the visit by the Tanzanian president, Samia Suluhu, over the week. She came to Kenya. It was a, very high-profile visit. It had a lot of, goodies that came with it. But one thing that happened during that time, let's start from the point of our own reception of the president of Tanzania. The deputy president was missing in State House, at Parliament. In all the functions that she attended, she managed to meet the speakers of the House, met the president, of course, met most of the top people in the government. And it seems to some people, they would say, that a country like ours, Kenya, would have tried to hide our dirty linen, so to speak, behind closed doors. And maybe these two guys should have just met her. Alafu wakati mgeni ameenda, you can now go revert back to your ways. What do you think? Did we show ourselves badly as a country?
Have you ever heard of a phrase of ghost workers?
Sorry?
Do you know a ghost worker?
A ghost worker?
Yes.
I've heard of. I do not know one personally.
I hope you are not also a ghost worker.
I'm not a ghost. I'm here. I can be seen on TV.
Yes. Then if you are not there, you are not working, why should you be invited? To do what? You don't want to attend these meetings. You don't want to attend what the president, you don't want to listen to the president directive. Who is your boss? The Constitution says you will be directed to do the things the president will tell you.
But you don't want to do it. They were not invited, Dr.
No, those are lies. The letters show invitation. This guy is paranoid. Anyway, it is up to him. But if you're a ghost worker, why should you be invited?
But do you think as a country,
why should a ghost worker be invited?
Showing the whole world how things are not.
There is nobody showing.
Are not good up there.
In fact, it gave the president more free time. Uhuru Kenyatta was freer. It's freer now to do his things very nicely, without encumbrances of this nature. You want me to tell you that if you invite a ghost to work, to sit at a table, it could eat more food than even you human being, because you don't know where the food is going. So they cannot invite a ghost worker. The deputy president has abandoned his duties. He's not working. He's not consulting the president. What do you want the president to do? What?
Okay.
To go and carry him. So we might have shown, Kenya might have shown a bad example. Yes, I agree. In normal terms, when you quarantine visitors around, you should have called someone.
Yeah, you set your things in order. You don't show that things are bad in this house. People, mama and dad are not talking.
They are not. Yes, is he mama or is Baba? There is only one Baba.
It's an example, Daktari. It's an example. But they are.
Why? My friend, there is only one Baba, the only commander-in-chief of the Kenyan Armed Forces.
But he has a deputy. You see, he has a deputy constitutionally. When this judge started in 2012, Daktari, when this guy decided in 2012, people said, and even called them Uhuruto. You know, people said, you know, that, you know, they were divine, that, you know, God-given. Everyone had gotten behind them. Now the same people, a lot of them, are okay with one of them just being, you know, some people feel shortchanged.
Yes, because one has a good
people of Kenya a package, and then somewhere along the line you decided that the package was not working. Is that fair?
Okay.
Because some people voted for Uhuru Kenyatta because of Ruto. Some people voted for Uhuru Kenyatta because of himself. You understand what I'm saying when I'm saying that? That, you know, there are those who feel like, you know, that their votes were shortchanged. For example, if you are my friend and I know you and you get into partnership with somebody else tomorrow, and I say I'm voting because I know Dr. MATSANGA. I may not know the other guy very well, but I know Dr. MATSANGA. So tomorrow, if you are sidelined, I then feel as if I'm also sidelined.
Let me tell you, I would say President Uhuru Kenyatta has done his best. He gave his deputy time. The deputy went and did political party rallies, went and opened projects, ate money out of them. Seriously. Corrupt deals, corrupt unfinished tenders, unfinished roads, unfinished projects. There are very many. But if you go down to analyze projects, people have taken money up front. These reports are there in EACC. These reports, the deputy came and said, it is not 21 billion, it is 7. And said on national TV that there is a bank guarantee. So no money was lost. Now, I want to ask you, the Italian man is suing the government of Kenya for having cancelled his contract. Where is the bank guarantee? Where is it? Answer me. You seem to be the spokesman. Answer me. Then there you are. The president has done nothing wrong. Uhuru Kenyatta has not told Ruto any word. Ruto has shown his own way by going to UDA, welcoming people wearing a party which is not Jubilee Party. Even if it were you, what would you do? They have gone ahead to form the party. They told us, lied to the public. They have numbers. Where will I?
But
these numbers,
you see, the irony is that this is happening at a time when there's a document called Building Bridges going on. Yet the bridges can't be built between the president and his deputy.
But Ruto told you, it is irony, but Ruto himself is the one destroying the BBI. Didn't he tell you that he's the one who selected himself? Say, who brought Say on the committee? Isn't it Ruto? You answer, is Say from Tarwa? Is he from Tarwa?
Let me something else. Let's talk about...
Yeah, you people, the biggest problem is that you don't tell the truth about these things.
Well, I have called you to tell the truth. I'm only asking the questions here. But let me just move and say this, Daktari. Let's talk about the Kenyan and Tanzanian question. Now that the presidents met.
Yes.
And they declared that, you know, trade, especially issues to do with maize, would be revamped along the Tanzanian borders. Kenyan traders who are having a difficult time trading in Tanzania would be able to do so. it sounded like that was really good, but then it was only on paper, because the following day, those of us in the Fourth Estate were out there at the Namanga border, and things had not changed, Daktari.
They don't change abruptly, they will change. That's the answer I can give you. But I am very happy with the restoration of the good relationship between Tanzania and Kenya. I'm very happy that Tanzania, we shall borrow something from Tanzania. What do we borrow from Tanzania? Let's borrow the unity of purpose, which Uhuru Kenyatta is telling you. If Ruto united on BBI, he would be the biggest beneficiary. He will win the vote. He will win the people's mind in 2022 without a hassle, without spending much of his money. But see what he has done. He has gone a different way because he's Mr. Ego. He knows it all. When have you ever talked to the DP? Before you finish the sentence, you will say, I know. So then you who went to the office, what will you do? You keep quiet. So for me, it is up to you Kenyans. Our role is to make sure that we make noise as international activists, as Pan-African. I am very interested in a stable Kenya and a stable East Africa. A stable East Africa delivers a stable Uganda, Congo, South Sudan, Burundi, Rwanda. A stable Africa, Kenya, gives hope to other African states like Somalia. A stable Kenya becomes the vanguard of Africa in terms of development, political orientation, and security orientation. Thank you.
I hear you. Daktari, just in terms of the way forward now, and matters to do with civic education. A lot of people had said, as we come to a close, that they had not yet read the BBI. What would be your advice to the government before the referendum to make sure in ensuring that its people are, well educated on what they are trying to push out there? What advice would you give?
The truth is this, and I want to say the truth. Some of these things, the books have not reached people. And let these books be given out, whatever they are. Now that once the referendum is set, the dates, let's start. Let people come on TV every time, on all networks, educate people. There are people who are not, if the books have not reached the people, it will be difficult to convince people to vote. Therefore, I share the sentiments of people who say they have not seen these books. Some of them want them. So let's have village by village, each representative, each MCA to have some books for his ward. That is a very good way of civic education. And let the government draw out programs on TV, pay for the programs for people to talk about BBI through the TV, not just adverts. People are not interested in adverts. Let's start chatting some of these sections on national televisions, on local televisions, online TV, like some of our TVs. You have not even congratulated me for the Pan-African conference that I held in Nairobi.
I was going to close by asking you that.
Okay, very fantastic. Over 2,000 youths from 54 countries were on the conference. That is the type of civic education that we want. We want to help the government to sustain that pressure to go away from the government of the youth. Let's engage them. Let's find solutions. Let's find groups. Let's find economic activities that can help the countries and help to stabilize Africa. Indeed, the books must be given to the people of Kenya to read and find out what exactly they are going to vote for.
Yeah, good points. Let me ask you before we close, because we have not spoken about this since the last time we talked. Before we talked 2 weeks ago, the Judiciary was looking for a replacement. As we speak right now, there's a nominee, a lady, who's about to be Chief Justice once she has gone through the parliamentary process. Her name is Martha Koome. And what are your thoughts about that as a replacement for Maraga? Because I remember you, when Maraga was there, you spent a lot of time bashing the guy. Do you feel confident that this is a good replacement?
Yes, 100%. I don't have even to show you any shyness. Justice Koome is fit. Maybe if we have a woman this time, she will be able to sentence some thieves. There are too many thieves stealing money and walking free, coming to television. Even you imagine somebody, you know he has been involved in a ten and two. You remember that man of the NHIF, the office messenger, who flies by helicopter and who bought 8 cars. Chopper. Yes. Imagine you meet someone like that. He's still walking. And he married a judge, you know. Bought a Range Rover, bought 2 80 cars. And that thief is walking. He took money from NHIF. Yeah.
Even the saloonist.
Which people have.
Even the saloonist is walking.
Is what?
The lady for the salon.
They are walking free. Yes, so if we find such people, if we find a judge like a Koome will hammer you the years you deserve. So let her be the Chief Justice. Maybe
so there's hope.
Kenya
You're happy now with the judiciary.
People will change. People will be attacking people's money.
Right. So, Daktari, we're out of time. As a parting shot, what would you say to the viewers this morning?
Thank you very much. I want to tell the viewers this morning that there is hope. Now that the BBI has passed, Kenya needs to do a revamp, a redemption strategy, a healing strategy, a reconciliation. I call upon you people to support the president up to the end, to be able to stand and deliver a better united Kenya. A better united Kenya can deliver a better East Africa. A better East Africa can deliver a better Africa. And a better Africa will definitely deliver a better world. Thank you very much. And the next time when I call my conference was very fantastic. It had millions and millions are saying I must call it almost every month, for people to be able to voice their anger. Voice their anger. You see, and I believe me or not, I am holding another one. I don't want to advertise it on your TV because it is, but I also take time to do these things for you. On 18th of May, I will hold the legacy trend for Kenya. I want to assess the gains, the objectives, the obstacles of the Big Four agenda.
I hear you.
And it will be a one-day summit. I will call upon CAS FM to cover you, to cover it up, or to talk to me, and we see how you can broadcast it live. That's a business that the chairman can take. And he should not be shy to contribute to his country. Thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, all of you. Good morning, Africa.
Good morning, Kenya. Good morning, and
God
have a
bless
wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you very much. That's Dr. David MATSANGA, Pan-African Forum Chairman, and that's the political happenings of the week. See you tomorrow, God willing.